Charlotte Brontë says, "I remembered that the real world was wide, and that a varied field of hopes and fears, of sensations and excitements, awaited those who had the courage to go forth into its expanse, to seek real knowledge of life amidst its perils. Life is so constructed that the event does not, cannot, will not match the expectation. The human heart has hidden treasures, in secret kept, in silence sealed, the thoughts, the hopes, the dreams, the pleasures whose charms were broken if revealed. The soul fortunately has an interpreter, often an unconscious but still a truthful interpreter in the eye. Intelligence and proper education will give you independence of spirit. Prejudices, it is well known, are most difficult to eradicate from the heart, whose soil has never been loosened or fertilized by education. They grow firm there, firm as weeds among stones. It is far better to endure patiently a smart, which nobody feels but yourself, than to commit a hasty action whose evil consequences will extend to all connected with you. Peril, loneliness, and uncertain future are not oppressive evils, so long as the frame is healthy and the faculties are employed, so long especially as liberty lends us her wings and hope guides us by her star. Yet it would be your duty to bear it if you could not avoid it. It is weak and silly to say you cannot bear what it is your fate to be required to bear. Crying does not indicate that you are weak. Since birth, it has always been a sign that you are alive. There is no happiness like that of being loved by your fellow creatures and feeling that your presence is an addition to their comfort. Friendship, however, is a plant which cannot be forced. True friendship is no gourd spring up in a night and withering in a day. Out of association grows adhesion, and out of adhesion amalgamation. Youth has its romance and maturity its wisdom, as morning and spring have their freshness, noon and summer their power, night and winter their repose. Each attribute is good in its own season. Rapidly, merrily, life's sunny hours flit by. Gratefully, cheerily enjoy them as they fly. Interesting facts. Charlotte Nichols, née Brontë, 21 April 1816 to 31 March 1855, commonly known as Charlotte Brontë, was an English novelist and poet, the eldest of the three Brontë sisters whose novels became classics of English literature. She is best known for her novel Jane Eyre, which she published under the male pseudonym Currer Bell. Jane Eyre went on to become a success in publication and is widely held in high regard in the Gothic fiction genre of literature. Brontë enrolled in school at Roe Head, Muirfield, in January 1831, aged 14 years. She left the year after to teach her sisters Emily and Anne at home, then returned to Roe Head in 1835 as a teacher. In 1839, she undertook the role of governess for the Sidgwick family, but left after a few months. The three sisters attempted to open a school in Haworth, but failed to attract pupils. Instead, they turned to writing. They each first published in 1846 under the pseudonyms of Currer, Ellis, and Acton Bell. Although her first novel, The Professor, was rejected by publishers, her second novel, Jane Eyre, was published in 1847. The sisters admitted to their Bell pseudonyms in 1848, and by the following year were celebrated in London literary circles. Brontë was the last to die of all her siblings. She became pregnant shortly after her wedding in June 1854, but died on 31 March 1855.